Hello, my name is Ashley and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ashley's Storybook. My intention for this channel is to create a space on the internet where the girls can get together, where we can talk about things that we love or that I love and that maybe you love too. I love to make art and try to grow as much as I can. So if that's something you're also interested in and wanting a little girl buddy, definitely subscribe. Today, I am going to be talking about one of the most transformational things that I've ever experienced and learned about. And I have definitely been on my transformation grind. Since I've been about 18 or so, I've been reading all the self-help books. I used to interview holistic people that do a lot of natural healing and also work on mindsets and things like that. And I've seen a lot of progress. My number one thing that I think has brought me the most progress overall has been this. Are you ready? It's a big deal. I'm actually on one right now. It is a solo reset trip. A solo reset trip is when you go somewhere by yourself with clear intention. Think of it as a little retreat, a little getaway, but that's going to change your life and really help you to let go of things that aren't serving you and to move into a new version of yourself that's actually going to help you succeed. When you go to a place you haven't been very much by yourself with clear intention and with the goal to push yourself out of your comfort zone, you're going to return a different person. You're going to see the world with new eyes. You're going to be able to make friends easier. You're going to be able to make business connections easier. You're going to be able to let go of habits that do not serve you practically without any effort at all. And you're going to be able to start new habits. When I think about the biggest times of change that I've had in my life, it was always started with one of the solo reset trips. I'm on one right now. I'm in Tampa. And one of my goals is to film more frequently. Exhibit A, I'm doing good. But when you set goals, but you reward yourself by going and exploring, by having a nice dinner, by seeing things, and you get out of your regular routine of every day I wake up at this time, and then I sit around, and then I do this, you put yourself in a different frequency and a different mindset for things that normally happen to you to just be completely different. Some things that have happened for me with these trips is I've quit habits that were really challenging for me to quit. I've started new habits last year. I got really into my fitness routine through one of these trips. I worked out every day on my trip, and that was my one intention. And boom, it was stuck. It was a habit that stuck with me for months and months and months and months, and it really transformed the way I showed up in the world and my relationship with exercise. Who would I recommend a solo reset trip to? I would recommend it for anyone who feels burnt out, who feels like they have all these ideas and all these dreams but aren't getting any closer to them. I would recommend a solo reset trip for anybody that is still trying to figure out what your goals and your dreams are, because that can be really helpful in helping you figure out your path. I would also recommend a solo reset trip for anyone who's moving towards their goals at all. If that sounds like you, here are the steps. The first step will be to plan a trip. You can go near your house, you can go on the other side of the world. It doesn't really matter where your trip is. I just think it's really important to get out of your comfort zone, get out of your bubble, get out of where you're used to being, go somewhere new with things that you want to do and things you want to see. Also, if you're going alone, keep in mind that you want a place that feels safe for you and also doesn't feel like you're doing too much, because you want this to be a reset. You want this to be relaxing. You want this to be rewarding. You don't want to be burnt out and exhausted after this trip. So have a focus of it being a peaceful, joyful time. The second step is to set a clear intention for your trip. This is super important, and you want to do this in the planning stages. After you pick where you want to go, and maybe you're thinking about what you might want to do on your trip, where you might want to stay, la da 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 da, that's when you're going to keep bringing up in your mind, the reason I'm doing this is to start the habit of filming YouTube videos. The reason I'm doing this is to start the habit of exercising every day. The reason I'm doing this is to quit, binge drinking. I don't know. Whatever your goals are, Have that clear intention in the planning process, because you want to take this trip seriously. You want to take yourself seriously. You want to take your time seriously. And so when you take it seriously and you actually are excited moving into your trip, knowing that you're going to not come back the same person and you're going to change and grow, when you're excited about that, that will really elevate your experience and help you be in the right mindset to be able to actually enjoy your trip and enjoy the changes that you're making. Some examples of intention can even be a mood shift. You can say, I want to feel a lot more adventurous. You could also have your goal to be more social. You could get out of your comfort zone, talk to more people. If you fail, who cares? You'll never see these people again. Some other ideas would be even just an attitude. You want to have a more positive attitude. You want to have a lot more faith in yourself that you can get to where you want to go. That can be your intention, and that is more than enough. And you will be really surprised how much that will change just from a trip. But really, don't be so focused on the results. Be very focused on your intention, and just get excited about how you're going to be different and how you're not exactly sure how that's going to change you. But because you're taking yourself seriously, because you're taking your intention seriously, firmly believe in your body, in your heart, in your mind that you're going to change from this trip. The fourth step is to push yourself out of your comfort zone. This is really, honestly, my favorite part of these trips is I get surprised with how bold I'm willing to be, with how social I'm willing to be, with how adventurous I'm willing to be. I surprise myself almost every time, and that is so fun. You can set little challenges for yourself, like, oh, I want to make one friend today. Push yourself out of your comfort zone, be bold, make bold choices, challenge yourself, and that's going to elevate what you get from this trip. So number 5 is to celebrate your steps in the right direction. I do this all throughout my trip. I get to go to all my favorite places, and I get to go to the beach, and I get to go on a boat, and I'm gonna have a really fun trip. And so the steps I'm making in the right direction, like right now, how I'm filming, and that was one of my goals. I'm gonna celebrate this throughout the day. I'm gonna be so excited. When my friends ask me what I did today, I'm gonna say, I took steps towards my goals today, and I'm really proud. I'm gonna celebrate my wins, because you need to be positively reinforced. And I think that's where my relationship with personal development and self-growth has really changed. Is I used to be like, I look in the mirror and I'm so frustrated with what I see. I do not like what I see. I'm gonna use that frustration, I'm gonna use that self-anger to motivate me to exercise to change. And that's never been sustainable. It is much more sustainable to do things out of compassion for yourself, out of love, out of patience and kindness, versus I'm not good enough, I'll never be good enough unless I do this, I'm behind, blah, 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 blah. That's not going to be helpful. So make sure that you celebrate your wins throughout your journey, and that's going to help you to have a brain connection. It's going to help you form brain connections. Pathways in your brain are going to connect, where when I do things that help me out, when I do things that make me better, I also have more fun, and I also get to do more of what I love. So it's going to form that connection in your brain, so that you're not going to associate making change with frustration, putting in all this effort and not getting very much out of it, and it being really hard and really challenging. If you want to make changes moving forward, and you have this relationship with change, with bettering yourself, that is such a frustrating process, that's so hard, you're going to be a lot less likely to want to make change in the future. And when you create this positive reinforcement that when I am doing good, when I am showing up for myself, when I am treating myself the way I want to be treated, when I'm going after my goals, I have more fun and life is better. Making that connection in your brain is really going to help you make change moving forward. So it's so cool how this is such a trickle effect in how you will not be the same as you were, even from these unseeable subconscious patterns that you are creating, that you are reinforcing by making positive change and praising yourself and having a lot of fun while you do it. So that is my steps. So let's go through some of the benefits of a solo reset trip. The first benefit is you get out of your daily routine. You get rid of the stress of the normal, mundane, boring stuff that you have to do that might help reinforce bad habits. Like, for example, eating a lot of snacks throughout the day because you're bored at your job. It's going to be a lot easier for you to change that if you're in a new environment, if you're busy, if you're having fun, than if you're in your normal setting. So that's like the first major benefit, is you get out of your regular day routine. Okay, the next thing is you're in a fun and safe setting. And that is, like I said, gonna make those wires cross that are gonna help you connect positive change with a better life in your subconscious, which is gonna make change so much easier moving forward. But also, it is just an easier environment to make big change in. Your nervous system has to be comfortable. When you're in a safe and fun environment, you're gonna make those healthy brain connections with change, and you're also going to just enjoy the process of change a lot more, which is going to make you a lot more successful. So the third thing is you get to reward effort with good experiences. So you get to reward yourself. I think as women, we try to muscle things a lot. Like, women are very good at being diligent and good at routine and going after their dreams. I know so many women that are so inspiring and so good at having that like masculine brute force towards their goals. And I gotta admit, I'm one of them. I can really muscle my way to a goal. But when you reward yourself with good experiences, I think it activates that like feminine side, that you're being taken care of, that you get to enjoy the benefits of your hard work like immediately. And I think that makes us a lot safer as women to go for our dreams, and it gets us more in that flow state, which I think helps be a lot more successful when you're going after your goals and your dreams. So that's important. And then self-intimacy, that is another benefit. You get to know yourself so well when you're on a trip alone, when you're away from your friends, when you're exploring a new place by yourself. You get to learn what you actually like and why you even want to go after the things you want to go after. And that'll improve your trust with yourself, which benefits every area of your life. It benefits relationships, it benefits being realistic about your dreams and why you actually want them. It helps you know yourself better. It helps you have a stronger connection to God, which you cannot buy that. That is such a gift from one of these solo trips, and you gotta acknowledge that that is something that's really valuable, because you get to experience it if you do one of these adventures, or if you've done one in the past, you know. And going along with that, the next benefit is you become a miracle attractor. I don't know exactly why it works, but getting out of your routine and having intention and moving throughout the world with this like adventure and excitement and hope, just good things fall into your lap. It happens to me every single time I've done one of these. I can go on and on and on, and I don't even think I could list all the miraculous things that have happened, because it's just been so abundant. So you just attract miracles, and you just gotta accept that, because that's just gonna happen. That's part of the magic. And then this is a little bit quantum physics-y, so you can learn more about that at a different time if you like. But if you've ever heard of the concept of timeline jumping, so we live in a world where there's many timelines, and space and time is all kind of relative, and there's an idea that many things are happening at the same time. Okay, so let's say your goal is to not eat meat anymore. So you want to jump from a timeline where you're a meat eater like now to a different timeline. What I do is I'll be like, I want to jump timelines, and then I'll say like what timeline I want to be on, and then I'll like physically do a little jump. And that adds just a lot of whimsy, and you get to kind of like play with reality, play with like how things actually work. You feel like a little magical, and it's just fun. So I've had that happen before, where I swear I set an intention, boom, I'm on a new world where just things are working out for me. Where, oh, I want this. Oh, I made a best friend who already does that. Oh, and now we're having dinner together. Oh, now we're doing that thing together. It is amazing how when you let the whimsy, let the magic, let the fun, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, attitude follow you, and like embody it and like be proud of it, you will be surprised on what's possible. Okay, getting away from the more woo-woo stuff, let's talk about your packing list. What are my baddies gonna pack on their solo reset trip? Okay, the first thing, a journal. You're gonna wanna journal it out. Journal it out. You won't feel alone if you have a journal. You can go to a restaurant and journal. You can go to to the pool and journal. You can go to the beach and journal. And that is also gonna help with the self-intimacy. It's gonna help you remember your adventures. It's gonna help you ingrain that intention into your body and know how important it is for you. You're gonna record your progress. Next thing is a camera. I want you to have fun on this trip. I want you to feel beautiful. I want you to wear cute outfits. I want you to impress yourself and dress up for yourself. I want you to do things. I want you to go out. I want you to plan adventures, and I want you to record the memories. Sometimes I think that we more want to take pictures or more go do things or more have experiences when we're with other people because we get to share that with someone else. And I do see the value in that, but there's so much value in doing something just for you and having a memory that's just yours. And knowing that you can have so much fun and so much adventure in this world and you don't need anyone else, you need that. You need to know that you can do that. And a camera's just gonna help you remember. So bring a camera. The next thing you wanna bring is a sexy outfit. You wanna feel hot, you wanna feel cute, you wanna feel like you're the best version of yourself, and wearing an outfit that helps remind you that you're the best version of yourself, go for it. Or you can wear a t-shirt. I just recommend at least once getting really dressed up, having fun, going out, seeing some stuff, and take a cute picture of yourself. Why not? You're on a trip. And this is something that's gonna be remembered because you now is not gonna be the same as you when you get back. So then bring self-compassion. Just be compassionate with yourself. You clearly needed whatever you needed to do. If you needed to rest, there was a reason. If you had trauma, you were having to work through that. You didn't feel safe to grow and change and expand, and just have compassion with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself about it. That's gonna take away all the fun and all the safety that you would get from a trip like this. The next thing you need is to have a whimsical and romantic vibe. You need to see the world with romantic eyes. You need to see whimsy. You need to laugh at the cute stuff, find the pretty stuff. You are on this trip and this is your fantasy world, and it's you versus the world, and anything is possible. So keep that in mind. Have a romantic air about you. The world is beautiful. Romanticize where you are. Go do the touristy stuff. Really enjoy your time, and you're gonna get the most out of your trip. The last two things are to bring a positive attitude, obviously, and gratitude. So just make sure that you are hopeful, that you don't have too many expectations about where you want to end up, how this is going to look like, what every day is going to feel like. Set your intentions, but also be open to letting things just play out as they're going to play out. It's going to turn out exactly how it was meant to be, and you're going to enjoy your trip. So make sure you have that positive attitude, and then follow up with gratitude. When you have cool experiences like meeting fun people or seeing beautiful things, take the pictures, smile, talk to other people about how beautiful everything is. Really sit in this gratitude of how cool it is that you get to take time for yourself to change, to be better, to have this little mini me retreat, and have so much gratitude that you get the opportunity to do that. If anyone else has discovered this technique or has done anything where they have experienced kind of what I've experienced about how this is the most amazing manifestation technique I have ever come across, let me know down below. I will be filming a vlog of my Tampa trip. I'm working on it right now, actually. If you want to see, I'm going to be going to an art class. I'm going on a boat. I'm going to be having a really fun time. And I'm also very proud of myself for filming. That was one of my major goals, was to make this channel and really invest in this. So thank you for being here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.